Thank you for stopping by. We truly appreciate your time and support. Whether you're here for the first time or coming back, it means a lot to have you with us on this journey. There's always something new to discover. Now let's go and get to where we want to get to.
Today marks 1 year since my divorce was final. Wait for my pre-workout tingles to kick in while we talk about it. Some things that I did not expect to experience, besides all the sad things like the depression and anxiety and grief that come with divorce that I talk about in my other videos, but some other things that I didn't expect. Number one, having to reparent my inner child that I had no idea was going to come out after divorce. There was a lot of parts of my personality that I had to suppress to keep the peace in a very high demand religion, very intense, radically religious marriage. And so when I got divorced, a lot of those parts of my personality just started popping up because it had the space and room to just come out. And I had to navigate, like, is this part of my personality? Is this a trauma response? Is this just like my inner child rebelling? And having to reparent my inner child while navigating trauma was like a mind F. Like, they don't prepare you for that. That was not in the handbook that I was given. There is no handbook on that. That was wild. Second, tearing down the walls of this very like rigid cinder block box I was forced to live in for 12 years was really weird. I expected to just feel like a feeling of like release and freedom, which I did feel, but it was also felt with very simultaneous like confusion, because I know what life in the box looks like. It's predictable, it's comfortable. I know what this looks like, and to have those walls be gone and to have to find my own box feels a little like you're lost and confused, because although it was toxic for your minds, body, spirit, soul, all the things, and it wasn't where you were supposed to be, at least it was predictable. And now it's gone. So you have to figure out what your boundaries are outside of that box. Another thing that was freaking weird was I got married at 19. I was a child when I got married. My prefrontal cortex was still mid-development at the time I got married. If you are not allowed to rent a car, you should not be allowed to get married. But don't even get me started on that. Anyways, so I got divorced at like 30, 31. And so never in my adult life, or really my entire life, except for that 1 year in college that I wasn't married or didn't live with my parents or wasn't married, I had to make decisions by myself, which is totally fine. I have no problem making decisions for myself. Love it, no issue. However, I've never had to make a decision where it didn't greatly affect somebody that I was doing life with. I've never had to go to make a decision and be like, okay, so how is this going to affect this person? I'm going to make a decision. How am I going to pitch this? How's it going to help them, hurt them, benefit them, stress them out in some way? So when I'd go to make a decision, I was like, okay, this actually doesn't affect anybody but me. And that is a weird, weird place to be. That messed with me so much, let me tell you. I could write a novel about how weird this first year has been, but let me just tell you this, okay? You are going to whip through a million different versions of yourself in this first year, and that is okay. Give yourself the space and grace to do it, okay? You are going to be navigating just a million different versions of yourself, grief, loss, sadness, all while trying to rebuild a new life and keep your kids happy and healthy, and it's going to feel so overwhelming and so hard, but I want you to know you are not alone. There is light. There is love. There is an end of the tunnel. Healing isn't going to happen overnight. In fact, there is no destination to healing. It's going to be daily practice, but just know that you are not alone. You can do this.
As usual, we know when we need help. Its native nature can easily be confused for something more complicated. Yet, because you're human, you intellectualize the outcome. The times you choose for help, when unfortunately you do not know and you choose the wrong moment. Moments in your time pass so quickly that you don't expect the implication. It is precisely that which you are living over and over again. Looking at all the obstacles that you've had and however long or short your time here has been, that should tell you how much time you need to resolve the problems. These which you refer to as problems are not real, but you can't see them until they are gone, because when they are happening, it's their reality. And when they're not happening anymore, it's another reality. So the problems you currently have don't exist anymore. You have in fact avoided them perfectly.
So your wife put some big girl panties on and she decided she wanted a divorce? Here's what you do. Assuming that you did the right thing and told her you didn't want a divorce if you didn't want the divorce, and you have heard and listened and validated her feelings and taken action to try to remedy the situation, getting help from a professional, etc., and she's still saying, no way, Jose, this is over, here's your next step. Big girl decisions require big girl consequences. Let me say this again for the fellas in the back. Big girl decisions require big girl consequences. The moment she said, no, there's no chance, there's no hope, this is over, I'm done, is the moment you start treating the relationship as if it's over. Because that's what she asked for. And that's what respecting someone else's boundaries looks like. What you don't do is continue to offer all the support in the world to her, be her best friend, kiss her butt, give her all the money, fix her sink, all the things she needs from you. Yes, stop mowing her lawn. She does not get to pretend like this is a one big fat fake divorce where you are still at her beck and call whenever she needs. You still pay all of her bills whenever she needs. And you cut the grass because she doesn't know how to start the lawnmower. What this looks like is, hey, I really don't want this marriage to end. I want to work on this. I take full accountability and responsibility for the ways in which I did not show up for you well in this relationship. I'm willing to dedicate myself to working on those things and working with you to make sure that you feel like your needs are being met. And because this is not what you have chosen, we have to let our attorneys handle the situation. So if you have something that you need and it is not directly involving the kids, it has to go through our attorneys. A friendship can be established through co-parenting with appropriate boundaries after the divorce. During a divorce, you are not her friend. You are her co-parent, and that is it.
Sometimes you are charged without having to see where your wasted penny has gone. But it's the idea that obligates you to see where your values remained. And if it is a woman offering you a solution, like the one in this video, please take it. Because no matter what, the outcome will always be the same. It is not difficult to see where you are going or how you will get there. For you, it is more difficult to see the doors that need to be opened. But once you see one, you'll begin to see them all. Staying behind and trying to work things out with your wife, it's the same as if you simply went to see an attorney. Both have the same outcome. What you don't know is which will take longer. You have already put one of them in motion. You just have to see which one. For some, it takes longer than others, but you'll notice after some time that you made the right decision. You'll be on the road to growth in no time, and many more roads to cross.
My fucking shit. You're always fucking nagging me anyway, right?
I feel like you're cheating on me, so let me please see your phone.
Shut the fuck up.
Let me literally, let me see your phone. Please let me see your phone. I feel like you're cheating on me, so I just need the proof.
Jay, shut the
No,
fuck.
Sean, I'm serious. If you don't show me your phone, then I want a divorce.
I'm not. What?
I want a divorce because that is just proof. That literally gives me. Yeah, I want a divorce. Because the fact that you won't let me see your phone and I am entitled as your wife.
Do you hear yourself right now?
Yes, I do hear myself, and I'm telling you, I'm done.
Okay, so
I'm done. I'm done. Let me see your phone. Okay, so divorce? Divorce?
No, I'm not gonna
divorce?
fucking divorce.
Divorce?
No, I don't want to fucking
Yeah,
divorce.
that's what we're doing.
No, we're fucking
Yeah,
not.
that's what we're doing.
If you would just
That's what we're doing.
If you would just fucking quit nagging at me.
No, I'm not nagging you. I'm literally telling you.
Shut the fuck up.
Why would you do that?
No, if you
Why
would
would you do that?
The reality of "let me see your phone" or "we will get a divorce" are interesting. Such an easy statement, and the key is an ultimatum. Without one, you cannot have the other. Ultimately, he is hiding something. Consequently, he has set himself up this way, and for that reason, he will lose. Unfortunately, this is the role he plays throughout his life. The girl, on the other hand, seems to have a small winning edge because she knows that what she is asking for is the truth. The particular reason is relatively simple. She has already won. How does she know that? Because she keeps asking for his phone. In a sense, winning and losing are both ends to the same spectrum. They're both just happen to be together. Thank you for your valuable time today. It is our choice that we spend this time together. While you may or may not see some of these videos for what they are, always remember these are only two choices that are given to us to make our best decision. We don't know whether they're winners or losers. No one does. It is simply an abstract thought trying to make you think. Thanks again.